This conference will now be recorded.
Hello. Yeah, Shishir, am I audible?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Okay, just wait a second. Yeah. So, we are going to learn the joins and splits in the Tableau. Okay.
Hmm.
So, I have imported the sample superstore data into the Tableau environment, and we can see there are three sheets in this data: orders, people, and returns. Okay. Let's see the
Okay.
data set from the Excel file. So, this is the source. Okay. So this data has three sheets: order, and there is the detail of all the order: ship mode, ship date, customer ID, customer name, segment, country, city. Okay, all the
Uh-huh.
details regarding the order. Then there is a second sheet, returns. So in this we have those order ID which have been returned. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the data set. So let's do one thing. Let's join these two sheets. Okay, so I'm dragging this orders and here on the screen. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, in the similar way, let's drag return on also on the screen. Okay, so yeah, so the moment I have uh, drag both the sheets on the screen, you can see there is a line between these two. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. Just wait a second. But why they are not showing the joins? Okay, I think it is not available in Tableau public. It is available in Tableau desktop. I think. Just wait a second. Oh, sorry, with orders. Mm, okay. So basically, you can see these two different sheet orders and returns are joined on the basis of order ID, because we can see in the Excel sheet that order ID is the column which is common in both the table. Okay, so
Okay.
what Tableau does, Tableau join these two sheets on the basis of order ID. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So this is the join. Basically, in Tableau we have also the all four type of join, that is inner, outer, left, right. So I think you are already aware of the inner join, outer join, and these all concept we have already learned in the SQL, right? About the
Yeah.
joins. Inner
Yeah.
join just take matching value from both the table. Left join takes the all the data value from the left and common from both the table. Okay, and right
Mhm.
join is just opposite of left join, and the outer join, it takes all the records, all the data from both the table. Okay.
Yeah.
Just wait a second. I don't know why there is a small symbol shows in the Tableau desktop, because we are using a free version, that's why it is not showing here. But if you see in the Tableau desktop, that is the paid version. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
there in the Tableau desktop it shows the like symbol of inner join, outer join, right join, left join, but here it is shown a single line. Okay, not a symbol.
Okay.
Let me check with other. No, it is not possible. Let me rejoin all of these. Just one second. Hmm, let me drag both sheet again. And let's try. It doesn't work. Okay, no issue. So basically, we can use all types of join in the Tableau desktop. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's come to the split concept. Okay. So let me remove this table from here. Okay. So for example, let's read the data. For example, if there is a customer name, okay. So if I want to split the customer name, we want first name and last name separately, okay, for
Okay.
the value of customer name. So in that situation, we can use the Tableau functionality, that is split, okay.
Okay.
If I want to split any value, so we have the functionality to split, okay. So just simply right click on this customer name. Okay, now here you can see the option of split. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So when I click on split option, yeah. Okay, so I think in the last, yeah, so the moment I have click on the split option on the customer name, you can see in the last two column it split the first name and last name separately. Okay,
Okay.
Clear Cute, Darren Van, Scene, O'Donnell, Donnell. Okay, so split function, what does this do? It split the values of the column. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
And by default, it separate the value on the basis of space. Okay, if you see in the customer name column, yeah. So these the first name and the last name is separated by the space. So the split function by default split these two value into two column on the basis of space. Okay, so the
Okay.
default delimiter is taken by Tableau is space, but for, let's say in some cases, like we have slash, dash, or any character between the values. Okay, so for that, what we need to use, we have to use custom split. Okay,
Okay.
so let's again right click on this. Now you can see here custom split. Okay, if there is any character between the values, okay, instead of the space, so in that situation we have to use custom split. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, so let's click on the custom split. So yeah, here use the separator. Okay, so whatever is your separator, you can mention it here, like slash or dash. Okay, now
Okay.
the second is split off. So the split of function, it has first, last, and all. Okay, so what
Okay.
does this do? If we want like which value we want to separate, like after the first slash, after the last slash, or after all the slash. Okay, we want to separate the value, we want to split the value. Okay, so this is
Okay.
the option for that. Okay, so right now we do not have any character in the customer name. Okay, but if there is, so for that we have to use custom split. Okay,
Okay.
so I think it is clear to you, the split
Yeah.
and the custom okay.
Yeah. Headache.
Okay, so let's move on to the next. So let me summarize both of these topics, joins and split. So if the data is present in different sheet, okay, if you can see here, the data is present in different sheet, orders, people, and returns, okay, of the same
Mm-hmm.
Excel file, then we can merge or join the sheet. Okay, and to
Okay.
join the sheet, we must have a join field that represent a column that is a common in both the file. Depending on the final data set that we want, we can choose the type of merge that we want to perform on the data, like left join, right join, inner join, outer join. Okay, the join we can use is totally depend on the type of the data. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, and if I talk about split, so normal split is performed on a column of the data. Okay, if the delimiter is common, or you can say if the delimiter is space. Okay,
Okay.
if the delimiter is not space, then in that situation we need to use custom split. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the concept of joins and split. Now the next, let's move on to some functions provided by the Tableau. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let's, what is the function? Okay, so basically function are used in every programming language and data visualization tool. Okay, so Tableau supports wide varieties of function to clean and convert data into well suited format to make the analysis easier. Okay,
Okay.
so let's start from the numeric functions. So numeric function, we have minimum, maximum, ceiling, floor. So these are some numeric functions. Okay,
Okay.
so let's use this all function one by one. So let me uh, take the subcategory. Let me take the subcategory. Okay, to the rows. Okay, then let's drag this sales here. Okay, so over here we can see what was the total sales which is generated by each subcategory. Okay,
Okay.
this table. Okay, so
Yeah.
now if I want to know the minimum sales amount, okay, if I want to know the minimum sales amount generated by each of the category, because this is the sum of sales na, for each
Yeah.
subcategory, but I want to know uh, the minimum sales amount for each subcategory. Okay, so let's
Okay.
for that we have to create a calculative field. So we already know to create a calculative field, first click on this option, then there is a create calculative field. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now rename it as minimum sales. Okay, minimum sales. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now let's type it's a function. Okay, minimum. Okay, now
Mm-hmm.
on which column we want the minimum value, that is sales. Okay, so
Okay.
minimum sales. Now the calculation contain error. Okay, what is the error? Hmm, let me apply many expression one. Okay, just wait. Minimum, minimum, and then sales. Yeah, now it's fine. Okay, so minimum sales, apply, and then click on OK. Okay, so here you can see a new measure field has been generated. So let's drag it on the screen. Hmm, just a second, let me copy this thing. Let me drag it again. Just- Let's remove this first. Okay, and now drag here. Now you can see these are the minimum sales amount generated by each of the subcategory. Okay,
Okay.
like for accessories it is 1.0, for appliance it is 0.4. So these are the minimum sales amount for each subcategory. Okay, so
Okay.
previously the value is the sum of the sales for each of the subcategory. Now it's the minimum value. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah.
Now let's do same for the max function. Okay, so let's create a calculative field to get the maximum sales amount for each subcategory. Okay, so let's rename this as max. Okay, maximum sales. Now just type the function name max. Okay, and then sales. Okay, then apply and then okay. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, let's remove it from here. So now you can see in the left side of the measure uh, area there is a field created as a maximum sales. So let's drag and drop onto the screen. So now you can see these are the maximum sales value for each of the subcategory. Okay,
Okay.
so in this way we can calculate the minimum and the maximum of any field. Okay, of any value. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can see like these values are in the integer. Okay, these are into the integer format, so we can also change the format of these number. Okay, so let's just right click here and then format. Okay, and then here you can see the number of options to change the format of these number. Like I want this number into the like decimal. Okay, so for decimal I think standard. Yeah. Yeah, this one. Okay. So I want the decimal places up to the one decimal place. Okay, I want this value up to the one decimal place. So I can also change the format of these numbers. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, yeah, one more thing. Sometimes these values are now in the decimal. Okay, these are the decimal number. So sometimes we want to round off the number. Okay, like so
Mm-hmm.
we have two option to round off the number. The first one is floor and the second one is ceiling. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so to round off the number we have two option, floor and ceiling. So if I talk about floor, so this removes the decimal part of a number. Okay, and ceiling, this rounds a number up to the next integer value. Okay, so let's do one by one. Let's use first ceiling. So again calculate, we are going to calculate the create the calculative field. So now what we are going to create, we are going to create a ceiling field. Okay, ceiling. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so let's type ceiling, and then on which column, sales. Okay, so ceiling sales, or we can take this जो अभी हमने बनाया, this one, that is maximum sales. Okay, maximum sales. So let's apply and then okay. Okay, so let me remove this one and take the ceiling here, and maximum sales also. Why it is creating the graph? Just 2 seconds. Mirrors. Okay, remove from the screen. Okay, once again. Let me. So let's take the subcategory again to the rows. Okay, and then the ceiling here. Okay, so now you can see it removes the decimal part. Okay,
Okay.
so basically what does this do, it round up the integer to the next it round ups the decimal number to the next integer number. Okay, for example,
Okay.
like I have a value 2.5, so it round up to the next integer, that means
Okay.
3. I have 4.2, so it's round up to the next integer, it means 4.2 and then 5. Okay,
Okay.
and floor is just opposite of the ceiling, it round up to the previous integer number. For example, I have the value like 3.7, so it round up to the previous integer. So
Okay.
what's the
Three.
value? That is 3. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
so let's use the floor of floor also. So let's create a field for floor. uh, Floor. Okay, so type here floor, and then take the sales column and then apply and then okay. So we can see here a floor field is created. So let's remove this one and then take it here. Yeah, so it will give the floor value of each of the decimal number. Okay, it means
Oh,
if a number is decimal, so it will returns the previous integer number. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, so these are the numeric function, that is minimum, maximum, ceiling and floor. Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's move on to some string functions. Okay, so we have string function like upper, lower, left and right. So upper function convert a text into a uppercase, lower function convert a text into a lowercase, and the left function extract the specified number of character from a given string. Okay, from the left side. Okay, so it
Okay.
extract the specified number from the left side of the string. Okay, and right, it extract the specified number of character from the right of the string. Okay, so let's
Okay.
do each one of them one by one. So let's remove this one from here, remove. Okay, so yeah, so let's create a calculative field. Okay, so we have taken the subcategories. Okay, field here. So calculative field. Now I want the all the subcategory value into the uppercase. Okay, so
Okay.
rename it as upper, and now type upper, and then the string, that is subcategory. Okay, apply and then okay. Now you can see here in the upper columns all the values now converted into the uppercase. Okay, all the
Okay.
words, all the are in caps lock. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, so let's do same for lower one. Instead of upper, just type lower here. Okay, apply and then just rename it as lower. Apply and then okay. Okay, now you can see all the values are now converted into the lower case. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So we have used two string function upper and lower. Now let's uh, do uh, right and left also. So for left join, let's take the another field. Let's remove it from here. Okay,
Okay.
so moving from here. So let's take order ID. Okay, I'm taking order ID to learn the left and right functions. Okay, so let's take order ID into the row. So you can see these are the various order IDs we have. Okay, so
Mm.
here in the order ID, I want to extract only first two character, that is CA. Okay, that is the country. You can say it is the country code. Okay, California. Okay, CA.
Okay.
So I want to extract the first two character from this order ID. So for that, create the calculative field and rename it as left. Okay, now
Mm.
let's type left and then order ID. Okay, then just simply type okay, and one more parameter we need to give here, like how many character from the left side we want. Okay, in the order ID, so I just want two character, right? So just
Okay.
specify two and then apply and then click on OK. Now you can see the left field. Let's drag it here. Now you can see we have successfully extracted the first two character from this order ID, na CA.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do same for the right. Okay. So let's edit this. So let's say I want the last six character from this string. Okay, from this order ID, I want
Okay.
last six character. So for the last, we have to use right. Okay, type it here right, vst right, and I want how many character? Six character.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's apply and then click on OK. Okay, so now you can see these are the last six character we have extracted in this column from this order ID. Okay, like
Mm-hmm.
100090. Okay, so these are the integer value. The last six character are the integer value. Okay,
Okay.
so we have done all the string functions: upper, lower, left, and the right. Okay,
Yeah.
is it clear? So
Yep.
till now we have covered numeric functions and the string functions. Okay,
Yeah.
so now let's move on to the logical functions. Okay, so what are the logical functions? Logical functions are like if, else, and, or. Okay, so these are the logical functions. Okay, so let me remove this. So let's take a problem. For example, I want if the sales there is, let's pick the sales first. Okay, so let's take hmm, okay, let's see. So I want sales. Let's read the data set first. Okay, so here you can see we have sales amount. Okay, so for example, I want sales amount. If it is lower than 200, then I want to say it's low sales. Okay, if it is between 200 to 500, then the medium sales, and if it is more than 500, then I called it as high sales. Okay, I'm repeating the problem. If sales amount is lower than 200, I want to say it as a low sales. If it is between 200 to 500, then the medium sales, and if it is more than 500, then we called it as a high sales. Okay,
Yep.
okay. So for this we again need to create a calculative field. So let's create what, for this purpose what we have to use, we need to use if else condition. Okay, so let's
Okay.
rename this calculative field as if else. Okay, so like type if uh, if sales, okay, if sales is less than 200, then I want low sales. Okay, then I want low sales. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
or else 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 if, let's take the else if sales is greater than 200 and sales is less than equals to 500, then I want medium sales. Okay, medium sales. Else what I want, else I want high sales. Okay,
I, yeah.
high sales, and then end this if else. Okay, E and D. So what I have done here, if the sales amount is less than 200, then I want low sales. Else if sales amount is greater than 200 and sales amount is less than equal to 500, it means we have specified the two condition. If the value comes under these two value, okay, then it
Yeah.
is considered as a medium sales, else it is a high sales. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so let's apply and then click on OK. Okay, now let's see the data source. Okay, now I think it is not created. Yeah, here if else. Okay, you can see, like, if let's take the first value. Here is the sales amount is 261. So according to our calculation, this is the medium sales. Okay, I'm right.
Yeah.
261 is it exists between 200 and 500, na?
Yeah.
So it is considered as a medium sales. So let's see in the if else column. So in the if else column, you can say it is mentioned as a medium sales. So it means our calculation is correct. Okay.
Okay.
So for high value, there will be a value in the sales column more than 500, and for sales value, there is a value lower than 200. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the if else. So let's take another condition. Okay. For next condition, let's take a condition for or. Okay. Or function. Okay.
Okay.
So you for or this basically or returns true if at least one of the condition specified in the or block is satisfied. Okay,
Okay.
if any one of the condition is satisfied, then the outcome will return. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's create calculative field and rename it as if else using or. Previously we have done if else using and operator. Okay,
Okay.
now here we are using the or. It means if any of the condition will true, okay, so it will return the value. Okay, so using or. So let's create the calculative field. So if sales amount is greater than 500, okay, or let's take here profit this time. Okay, if sales amount is greater than 500 or profit is greater than 200, it means it is a you can say it is a good value for us, na?
Yeah.
So let's type good value. Okay, and then at the last, let's end this if else. Okay, no, if yeah, let's add else also. Okay, so else poor value. Okay, poor value, and then now end this if else. Okay, so what we have done here, if the sales amount is greater than 500 or profit is greater than 200, okay, if any of the condition will satisfy, it will return the good value, else it returns the poor value. Okay,
Yeah.
is it clear, Ramandeep?
Yeah.
Shishir?
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
it's clear.
So let's apply this and then click on OK. Now let's see in the data source. Yeah, here. It is a if else using or field is created here. So let's see the value. Yeah. So we know if, yeah, here it's the sales amount is 261 and the profit is 41. So we know if the profit is if the profit is greater than 200 and the sales amount is greater than 500, then it is considered as a good sales, otherwise it is considered as a poor sale. So here, as per our condition, it is a poor sale, right? So let's see. Yeah, exactly, poor sale. Okay, so let's read the second one. Here the sales amount is 731 and the profit amount is 219. Okay, so I think here the both condition are satisfied. Okay, so definitely it will return the good value. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Now here you can see in the third, here for 957.58, the sales value is 957. It means it is greater than 500 and the profit is in negative, which does not matter. Okay, because in the or any of the one condition will satisfy, so it will return the value. Okay, so we know the first condition is satisfying here, that sales amount is greater than 500, so it will return it as a good value. Okay, yeah, here you can see it is a good value. Okay,
Yeah.
so in this way we can apply all these logical functions. Okay, so we have covered numeric functions, minimum, maximum, floor and ceiling, and then all the string functions, that is upper, lower, and then left and right, and the logical functions. Okay, if and else, and or. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, so this is all for today. Tomorrow we will learn some date functions. Okay,
Okay.
yeah,
I said
So,
the class timing is going to be same.
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Can you do, like, I
Okay.
can do in the morning also if you want from like what time? Indian time, probably same time, evening.
In the evening.
Like, yeah, Indian time, like probably 7 to 8 or 7:30 to 8:30. I can do
No,
PM.
no, no, no. Actually, in the evening, I am like it is after 10. Okay, no, before 10 it is not possible, Shishir,
Okay.
because I am
Okay.
already packed. Okay, with other sessions, so it is not possible.
Okay. So let's do the same time then.
Yeah, if it is possible for you guys to take a session after 10 p.m. in the evening, then it's fine. If it is
10.
possible for both.
No, like I need to work from like 12 o'clock Eastern, so I cannot do. No.
Okay, then continue on this time. Okay, from tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, sir. If it's like clear that we take, because I was sleeping today and I didn't like hear message sound. So if I'm not replying on the message, then please just give a missed call. Okay, to
Okay,
me.
okay, 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 Ramandeep. Okay,
Yeah.
fine, fine. No issue. I will share the recording of the today's session also to you. Okay, don't worry. Okay,
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much.
okay, okay. Bye, bye, guys. Bye,
Okay,
bye,
thank you. Bye. Bye.
bye.
No, like, bruh. Do that.